It's at number 1. I feel like these are the 5 guys here, Barry. Not a ton of surprise, just a matter of how it could be shaken up in any ways. And, of course, once again, kind of waiting for Herbert to take that fantasy leap after what a lot of people would call a disappointing fantasy season.
Herbert, to me, is sort of the kind of the swing, right? Like, you know, if Lamar's back, if Lamar Jackson's back with the Ravens and Monken's his offense coordinator, and
pass
like
heavy compared to
pass heavy, like do they make a deal for a wide receiver? You know, and you know there were rumors of DeAndre Hopkins going to the Ravens, right? You know, they're like so. I don't know if that's true or not, but you know what I mean? Like if they upgrade their passing attack, they've got Monken. You could certainly see Lamar Jackson at 5. If Kyler Murray's 100% healthy, like, you know, depending on who becomes the play caller there in Arizona, you could see an argument for him there as well. Like,
Justin Fields is the other one.
Yeah,
he is a guy who could absolutely finish as the number 1 player in fantasy. He's got that upside.
Yeah,
right.
They got to get Fields help. That's something that could propel his rankings up if that offensive line's better and they get a receiver.
Yeah, and I think they will. I mean, again, remember, like so another year of Cole Kmet, who we like. You know, they have Chase Claypool getting him into the system as well. They lost Darnell Mooney, and I think Darnell Mooney's a nice wide receiver. They don't have a true number 1, but getting a true number 1 in Chicago, which, given where they're drafting, I mean, they should be able to trade down and still get a true number 1, or that could be part of some team trading up to get the number 1 pick from them. So, yes, I agree with you on Fields as well.
Yep.
He's got that kind of upside.
Particularly when we've seen the impact that rookie wide receivers apparently can make in the NFL this year. Like, not just this year with Olave and Wilson having incredible seasons. Christian Watson was huge down the stretch for Green Bay, but also like Justin Jefferson, what he did in his rookie season. It just seems like there is a higher level of wide receiver play coming out in rookie seasons these days.
Finally, we close it out with tight end rankings. Number 1, the least surprising thing of any rankings, Travis Kelce. He's the king at the top. But figuring out this group after that Andrews-Kittle stackberry is always fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, like, it really is, because the fact of the matter is that I could make an argument for anyone after Kelce. I mean, you know,
besides Kyle Pitts.
I mean, right, but in all seriousness, like, you know, you think about Dalton Schultz, number 5, right? He's played 31 games with Dak Prescott, including the playoffs over the last 2 years. He's got 16 touchdowns in 31. He's averaging, you know, a touchdown in over 50% of the games he plays with Dak Prescott. Hawkinson, when he came to Minnesota, if you take out that Week 18 game where they didn't play everyone the full game, he averaged over 9 targets a game. And that was coming over in mid-season. Right? And so we expect that. Kittle's, obviously has a big connection. Brock Purdy's named the starter. Big connection there. 11 touchdowns, 7 of which came from Purdy this year for George Kittle. And, of course, Mark Andrews, you know, another friend of the show, Mark Andrews, another guy I believe who picked the Eagles, but friend of the show, Mark Andrews, came on our air and just talked about the fact that it was an up and down year. But again, if Lamar's back and Monken, then, I mean, you know, Andrews has finished as the number 1 tight end in fantasy before.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Andrews is the right number 2 with George Kittle, friend of the show. I had a great chat about hair with George Kittle. I'd be a little bit...
Jay brought that up too, by the way. Like, hair's not a subject that I'm keen on. Like, a lot of different ways you could go when you're talking to George Kittle.
He's got great hair.
But why? Yeah, but why bring up hair? Because it only points out how little I have.
That's what I was going for.
I feel like it was just kind of a...
I did watch that one. There was quite a few subtle digs at you.
Yes.
Jay, like, under his breath.
By the way, not so subtle.
Yeah. No, not so subtle. It turns out the mics work.
I don't like that you said subtle. It wasn't intended to be subtle.
No, it was
intended to be quite overt.
Right in my face, yeah.
I do think with Kittle... I would just be a little bit concerned, one, about the quarterback situation. Could be Trey Lance, we don't have much of a sample of Lance with Kittle. And 2, there's just so many guys on that team. There's Debo, Ayuk, McCaffrey out of the backfield. Like, he does have much more competition than Mark Andrews, who every year has no competition whatsoever for targets. So
share.
I think Andrews is right to have 2. And I wouldn't even be surprised if TJ
No, I mean, I think you could, like I said, if you had Kittle at 5,
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we'll see how the whole season plays out. These are way, way, way too early rankings that will change continually. But yeah, I could see Hawkinson being 3 very easily. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBC Sports and RotoWorld.com. Just want to thank you so much for watching what you just watched, or at least being too lazy to click out of it after the autoplay just kept it going. So either way, thank you so much for just letting it scroll by your screen. And now I'd like to ask you respectfully, okay? Respectfully, please subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel for the latest NFL news, fantasy headlines from RotoWorld, and betting analysis from NBC Sports Edge.